Hi, this is Jack with your tip of the day. The tip of the day is to avoid falling. You're going to get hurt if you fall. The Center for Disease Control has made a survey and they found out that in the last 20 years, the amount of people dying from a fall, or seniors dying from a fall, increased by 75%. Okay? And I moved down to Florida years ago and everything. I first developed when I moved to the subdivision was 55 plus. Inside of 6 months, three people fell that were over 55, 60 years old and got killed. One guy's outside painting his house on a ladder or whatever, got killed. And there's no reason for what they did was things they did when they were younger. You can't do things that you were younger. You have to calm down and take it easy. When someone calls you to come something do to, honey, you gotta see this. Don't jump up like a bat out of hell. Take your time. I'll be there. I'll right there. Here I come. And you go slowly there and say, okay, what is it? How important is it you have to run and take a chance on tripping? It's not important at all. You're retired. Just calm down when you're retired. Just take it easy. Don't do some of the stupid things and keep off a ladder. You can't go on a ladder. After 55, get someone else to go on it. Pay someone else, but you stay off a ladder. Okay? You're going to get hurt. So I had a friend, just a family, really. He bought a house, a new house, and he went up on a ladder to look into the loft on top of the garage. He's going to finish it. He's a carpenter. He's going to finish it and everything. And he fell. 70 years old. He's dead. One fall. That's all it takes is one fall, and you're dead. Okay. So you got to really be careful with these different things, and it's different things, exercises you can do to make your legs stronger so you don't fall. We regain it. If you did trip a little bit, you'll be able to gain it. Gain it back and everything. So one of them is you put your hands like this, and you get up off the seat, take a kitchen chair or a dining room chair, not a couch. Kitchen chair or dining room chair, and you get up without touching the push yourself up. And you do that a few times, and after a while, if you can't do it at first, you use your hands or whatever like that. Then you get used to it, and you should do it 10 times a day. 10 times a day. And same thing. Excuse me. The same thing when you brush your teeth. You you stand on one leg. Just stand on one leg, like that pink bird in Florida, the flamingo. He stands on one leg, or she stands on one leg. Probably all girls because they're pink, they're pink, pretty pink. We have pretty birds in Florida, but you stand on one leg just like the flamingo, and it gives you exercise. But you always make sure you're supported by something else. Don't stand by yourself on one leg. You fall and you have another fall, then you break a bone or something. You fracture something. But anyway, so you brush your teeth. You hold your hand on the counter. One hand on the counter, so like this. You make sure you always have support. Don't ever stand on one leg without support and everything. Now the
Don't stand on
girls
one
or
leg and
whatever.
fall.
So maybe when you're good at it, you can do one leg. Women can do one leg. For some reason, they have better balance than we do. We fall, we're dead. You got to be very, very careful. But anyway, stand on one leg there. And then also the other thing that would straighten your legs and knock down your chances of fall, plain walking. But when you walk, you have to walk right, okay? I used to drag my feet and everything, and I would trip over anything. A little difference in a rug and a tile floor or a wood floor, I would trip over. Lose my balance, stumble. You know, so you got to be careful walking and everything, but don't drag your feet. Go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. You got to think of what you're doing and pick your feet up and do a walk. So you got to learn how to walk all over again. So you got to learn the proper way, but also don't walk with your feet so close together and you start stepping on your shoes and everything. And you want to trip on yourself like that. So you have to keep shoulder distance and be conscious of that. And do a half hour walk a day. If you get to a half hour walk, start with 5 or 10 minutes and build up to a half hour. The walking will help you out 100%. You won't fall. You just do the walk and do this. Your odds of falling are very, very few. Okay, but you have to do something like that. You have to have some kind of exercise there so you don't fall and everything. So you got to keep another safe way to walk is going to one of these shopping centers where they have a Walmart, a Lowe's, Home Depot, Publix, any kind of a shopping center that has the carts, and use the cart for your walker. And you walk up and down the aisle. If you don't know in body, you put one thing in the basket and just walk up and down all over the store and everything. And you can spend a lot of time walking around the store, act like you're shopping or something. If you No one's going to bother you. Just go up and down the side. You just see an aisle block. You take another aisle and go down the other aisle and everything. But you can get all your walking in, all the walking in, just going aisle to aisle and everything, in a half hour or an hour. And you make sure you have your wagon and don't run nowhere over. Don't go so fast. You take your time walking, get your exercise in and everything. It's a really good way to walk, and it's a safe way to walk, and air conditioning heat, so you have what you need, as far as that goes. So it's really good. But you just the main thing is you don't want to fall. So just take your time there and enjoy your senior years and everything, and have a good life and everything. But you can live a whole much longer. If you don't have an accident, you have an accident. If you don't get killed, you're in a wheelchair or something. You just don't want to break a hip or something. So do some exercise and do some safe walking too there and everything. And also, while you're at it, if I would like it if you subscribe to my channel, okay? So please subscribe to my channel, okay? Hey, thank you very much. Okay. So that's it for today and everything. Have a very safe week and a safe year and many safe years and everything. Peace be with you, okay? God bless you. Bye bye.